What's up everybody, it's Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the brand new Air Jordan 13 History of Flight. First off, before I get into the video, I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Jordan Brand for sending out this pair a little bit early. This is such a sick and clean pair of shoes and they've been holding me down so much lately. So seriously guys over at Jordan Brand, thank you so much. So I'm sure a lot of you guys already know what this sneaker is and where it came from, but for those of you who don't, let me give you guys a bit of backstory. Back in 2009 at the World Basketball Festival in Chicago, Jordan Brand celebrated their 25th anniversary by releasing a whole line of one-off Jordans in this white and red colorway. But now in 2017, almost 10 years later, we've got the first shoe to release from that original pack, the Air Jordan 13 History of Flight. This is one of those grails that you see on blogs or only ever behind glass, but I never expected to be able to hold this pair in my hands. It's crazy. So you might be wondering, why is the Air Jordan 13 the only sneaker to release from that collection? And the answer is pretty simple. It's its 20th anniversary. I mean, seriously, this is pretty crazy to be holding in my hands. Whew. Sorry. Before I get into the sneaker itself, let me take it back to old Fowler Customs days and show you guys the box. Most of the box is covered in this matte silver material. Of course, you've got the red Jumpman in the center with a debossed circle around it. The rest of the box is pretty plain. That's pretty much all you got going on except for some verbiage at the bottom of the box. One thing I found kind of interesting about the pair that Jordan Brand sent me is that it looks like it actually has a sample tag instead of the regular size tag on the box. I'm not sure if they're going to use the sample tag on the retail release as sort of a callback to the original pair, but I kind of doubt it just because there aren't any barcodes or pricing information or anything like that. So hey, maybe they sent me a sample. Either way, I'm still stoked to have them. And one last thing before I get into the shoes themselves, they also sent me this really great little note. The note reads, Seth, for years the history of Flight Air Jordan 13 was locked behind display glass. Now it releases for the first time. Jordan Brand. Very heartfelt, I appreciate it. No, but seriously, thank you guys so much for this, and also that letterhead right there. That's dope. But now getting to the part we've all been waiting for, the shoes themselves. Just sort of a side note, if you see any creasing, it's because I was pretty impatient and couldn't wait to put these on, so I've been rocking them all day. There's some gum on the soles. They're not really DS anymore, but they still look good. Starting off the shoe, you've got an almost entirely white upper. The upper is mostly made up of leather panels. Each one has sort of a different texture to it. You've got some smooth, stiff leather on the toe box, a little bit of tumbled textured leather on the lower midfoot, and then of course you've got that signature Air Jordan 13 dimpled side panel that actually feels pretty buttery. It's not incredible, but it's not bad. Moving up the shoe, you've got more of that tumbled textured leather on the tongue with some black rope laces weaving across it. If you don't like the black laces, Jordan Brand also included some white laces too, just to match the rest of the upper. But personally, I kind of dig the contrast of the black laces, so I'm going to keep them on. At the bottom of the tongue, you've got this little Jordan tag with Jordan written in silver. And then at the top of the tongue, you've got this little mini Jumpman embroidered there, also in silver. Inside this shoe, you've got your standard Air Jordan 13 sock liner, which is really, really comfortable. Of course, it's in this contrasting red. The insole is also in red with a white Jumpman. Continuing back on the shoe, you've got that signature Air Jordan 13 gem. I still haven't taken the plastic off mine, but you know what? There we go. Moving down the shoe, you've got your standard Air Jordan 13 midsole in gloss white with textured pods. And finally, rounding out the shoe, you've got your red outsole with a little hit of green and a black carbon fiber shank plate. Overall, guys, I'm just really stoked to be holding this pair in my hands. That's something I never thought I'd be able to do. And the fact that I'm doing it now, whew. It's crazy. The colorway is super clean, and not just because it's all white. I think this solid colored upper with a couple hits of red looks great. As for fit, these fit just like any other Air Jordan 13, so if you've tried those on before, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. I fit these true to size, so if you guys want to go true to size, you should be okay. But of course, as I always say, definitely try the shoe on first if you have the opportunity, just to make sure you're grabbing the right size. The Air Jordan 13 History of Flight comes out this Saturday for $190 on Nike.com or your closest Nike retailer. I can't get over how fresh these are, it's crazy. Now that we've got the review out of the way, let's throw these guys on feet and see how they look. That's pretty much it for the video today, guys. Once again, a huge thank you to Jordan Brand for sending this pair out early. It's seriously just such a clean pair of shoes. I can't get enough of them. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know whether you plan to pick up a pair of these on Saturday. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to Seth Fowler if you want to see more content just like this. And follow me on all other forms of social media. The links will be in the description below.